I'm nosy, okay? So if I hear something, one thing about me is I'm a look. So hey guys, it's the girl Tiffany Cole, and if you're new to my channel, hey, what's up? And if you're a return subscriber, hey, what's poppable? So I'm back, and I'm back with another video. And as you guys can already tell from the title down below, today's video is going to be a story time, a long-awaited story time that I'm finally getting to. But before we even jump into the video, if you guys are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscription button, turn that post notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend, and let's get to it. So I don't know if I mentioned to you guys, this story happened a while ago. I was mad young when this happened, and I don't remember the year that it happened, but I guess I'll give you guys a little backstory. So I have a brother and a sister, older brother and an older sister, and growing up they always attended the same school, and I attended a total separate school from them. So growing up, I always went to the same school as my cousin that's a year older than me. Yeah, she's a year older than me, so she was always a grade higher than me. But we went to the same school. My brother and my sister went to the same school. So I want to say about high school, when they just started high school, they started attending a private school, and I would go to like after school of that private school. So like on weekends, I would go to like after school, I guess, like lessons or whatever. That's what we would call it. But it was like an after school program that I went to. So I don't know why I was home that day, but I just happened to be home. And keep in mind that the school was really a few houses away from where we lived, right? So my brother and my sister they could literally walk to school and walk home because it was a few houses down. So for some reason, my brother was coming home. I guess they had like their little break, lunch break, whatever break. I don't know what type of break it was, but they was on a break. And my brother was coming home, and there's this girl, like, you know, they're always, I don't know what's up with females, but females tend to like talk shit to dudes because they know that, okay, if I hit him, he won't hit me back type thing. But I'm sorry, that's not how we was raised. And before I even really get into the nitty gritty of this story time, this in no way, shape, or form, but at some point in your life, if you're being tried a little bit too much, you gotta do what you gotta do. So another thing about my siblings, when it comes down to me, my brother, and my sister, we may fight each other, okay? But one thing about it, we can stick together, okay? And that's how it's supposed to be. So my brother is always like the laid back, quiet, chill type of person. So is my sister. And I am the more I'm gonna say how I feel without thinking about it type of person. And my mother will always say, if somebody come tell her something, oh, like your child did da 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 da, depending on the child, depending on whether she's gonna believe it. So if you tell her that my sister cursed you out, she gonna have to ask a few questions. But if you tell her that I cursed you out, she can be like, well, what did you do to her? Because she not gonna come, like, you know, feel me? She know her kids. So my brother was coming home, and I heard a little commotion, and I'm hearing the little argument, and I'm nosy, okay? So if I hear something, one thing about me is I'm a look. So I'm looking, and my brother, like, the way we was raised is just like, you know, if you could walk away from a situation, walk away from the situation. So I guess that's what he was trying to do. So he always grew his hair out really, really long. So it used to be like braided and whatever. So it was to the point of where I seen her like mushed him. So he walked away, and she kept going. So my brother was not trying to fight. So she's a girl, like, it wouldn't have been fair, right? Because usually, even if he was defending himself, it would have been on some, yo, you're a dude, why you hitting her, da 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 da. So I took it upon myself. I took it upon myself to then push her away from him. So then she reacted by pushing me back. So after that happened, my brother just, right? So it went left from there. Like, the minute he hit her, it went left. So me and her just started fighting. Like, I really just grabbed her. We started fighting. I want you guys to keep in mind, my brother's like 2 to 3 years older than me. I think my sister is about 4 years older than my sister's like 4 years older than me. My brother is 3 years older than me. So at that point in time, I probably was like 11, 10, honestly, fighting somebody that was like the same age of my brother, somebody that was like 4 years older than me. So we're fighting. Same time, my sister is coming home now. So automatically, my sister jumps in. So literally, she is trying to like pull my brother here. I have her here, and I'm like, just going at it. My sister came and we started fighting. Mind you, my mother is upstairs minding her business. Know nothing about nothing that's going on. So start getting loud. The commotion of it kind of woke my uncle wife up, and she was annoying, cause she gonna come outside talking about, oh my goodness, stop the fighting. So that's when my mother came outside to like figure out what's going on, whatever the case is. So we still going at it, because one thing about us, if we start a fight, we finishing it. So my sister whooping ass, I'm whooping ass, my brother there just like, making sure we get our licks in, because at this point we really jumped the girl, because it was 3 of us and just her. We really jumped her. So we whooped that ass. After that, and I really think this is why I wasn't sent to the same school as them growing up, because you can't say shit to my siblings and get away with it. Because if you say something to them and they not going to answer you, one thing about me, I'm going to hand it that ass, okay? I'm like that all till this day. Like, if I'm cool with somebody and I really rock with you, there's no way somebody could get crazy with you out of the mouth and I'm just going to sit there and let shit be, right? And I just felt like sometimes stuff just got to happen. So for the fact that the matter is that you was hitting on him and he didn't hit you back, I did it for you. Because if he not going to do it, that's why he got sisters. Like, he got sisters to fight for him, especially when it comes down to female. So I think that's why I was never really sent to the same school as them, because I'd be ready to fight. But I mean, I'm not like that no more, because I'm older, mature, all about peace and love. But when I was young, I didn't care. So time went by. So now it came down to the time of where they had like a little end of school party type of thing. And the simple fact that I used to go to the after school, I was attending the party. And obviously she was there because she attended the school too, right? So one thing about me, I take, like, when I was younger, I took anything as a reason to fight, okay? So my sister's trying to like set up and stuff like that, and she was really built like a man. And I think that's why she took advantage of certain shit, because she felt like nobody was gonna stand up to her because she's built like a man. And keep in mind, I was younger than this girl. This girl is older than me. And I'm short. So imagine me being like this height, her being like all the way up here. So she was sitting, once again, trying to be funny or trying to start some shit. And I was just like, excuse me. She wasn't trying to move, so I moved her for myself. Like, I really just a whole nother fight. Like, this shit was crazy. A whole nother fight. So then I end up going home, and my father's like, we sent you to a party. Like, I really just a whole nother fight. Like, this shit was crazy. A whole nother fight. So then I end up going home, and my father's like, we sent you to a party. A whole nother fight started happening. We was going at it and what's not. Then I got home, and my father wanted to preach to me about how he sent me to a party to enjoy myself, not to fight. But it's like, I did enjoy myself. I whooped her ass again. Like, and I guess she felt really embarrassed because she was really older than me. And growing up where I live, everybody knew everybody. Because it was like, I don't know. You see how it's like Canarsie, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Crown Heights, all that extra shit. It's the same way in the island. Like, everybody, like, different place, different name. So particularly where I live, we all knew each other because most of us went to the same school. Most of our parents grew up with each other and stuff like that. So word got around. Everybody was just like, damn, like, how you let a 10-year-old whoop your ass? And I was just like, because she feel like that, like, you gotta humble yourself. Like, she felt like as if she was untouchable, and she wasn't. But yeah, that was basically it. It was a short story, but that was basically the story time about when I jumped somebody with my siblings. Like, that was it. Story, because like I said, it was requested just the other day. Like, even though I posted about it a while ago, I went to a family function, and actually my sister-in-law brother asked me about the story time. So Marky, this one was for you. I only did this video for you. But yeah, that was basically it was a short story, but that was basically the story time about when I jumped somebody with my siblings. Like, that was it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscription button. Turn on your post notification bell. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'll see you guys in my next video.